Good morning. You are looking live on the day after a massive winter storm. That is Interstate 85 at Pelham Road in Greenville. It is Monday, January 17th. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The time is 7 o'clock. I'm Fred Cunningham.
Good morning, Fred. Hey, I'm Christine Scarpelli. Sabila has the morning off. Winter weather is here. It means cold temperatures and potentially icy roads. We've seen quite a bit of that this morning.
Absolutely. We have team coverage to give you a live look at those conditions in the Carolinas. We will hear from all of our reporters coming up in a couple of minutes. So we want to start with 7 weather meteorologist Malachi Rogers.
Yeah, thank you guys very much. And our upstate roads are still an absolute mess, and many of those secondary roads, many of those neighborhood roads, you're still going to be dealing with ice. You're going to be dealing with snow on the ground. So if you don't have to go out, our advice to you is just stay in, stay back, relax, because we still have a winter storm warning in effect through 8 o'clock this morning, but we are still dealing with this icy conditions on the roads as we speak. And it'll be with us for a while because we saw significant snow yesterday. In western North Carolina, we hit a record with 10.5 inches of snow officially at the Asheville Airport. Some areas saw as much as 15 inches. At GSP Airport, we saw a record of 6.5 inches, and many spots saw anywhere from 5 to 7, 8 inches of snowfall in the upstate of South Carolina. Temperatures were cold overnight. We're still near freezing in many locations, and we're in the 20s in western North Carolina. All of that means the snow that we have, the icy conditions on those roadways are still with us and will be with us through a good portion of the day. So please use caution and dress for cold weather, as highs are a mixture of 30s and low 40s today in the upstate, lower 30s today in the mountains.
Hey, good Monday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us. Hope you're off to a great, cozy, hopefully warm start to your Monday. And it is a holiday. A lot of you don't have to hit the roadways. But if you do, a couple things to let you know about before you hit the door. Greenville drivers, we have the roadway blocked. This is following a crews assisting a motorist there, which is likely due to a breakdown. This is at Galloway Drive and Mardell Lane this morning. Looking at our traffic maps, another one for you. My Union drivers, we have another breakdown, SC9 at Vaughn Road, which is pretty much the story that I'm seeing across the upstate. We're seeing lots of assisting motorists on our DOT cams, meaning people are hitting the road and then they're getting stopped, probably due to the weather conditions. Expect your roadways to be extremely icy as you hit the door. Taking a live look out the door at our DOT cameras this morning. This is mile marker 55. This is on your way to Pelham if you're headed toward Greenville. This is on your way to the airport if you're headed toward Spartanburg. No issues for your Monday morning drive. Good morning, Christine.
Good morning. Several more headlights we can see out there. We're going to continue our team coverage on winter weather. This now in Spartanburg County. We have our 7 weather meteorologist Jackie Brown. She's in downtown Spartanburg. She's been on the interstate this morning. A live update of road conditions. What are we looking at now, Jackie?
Yep. Hey, good morning, Christine. Well, it is a beautiful morning out here with the snow. It looks like a winter wonderland. We're actually at US 29 right now. We're heading north towards Spartanburg. And as you can see, the interstate's cleared. Still some black ice though on the interstate still, especially on those sides. But look at this. It is a bumpy ride. It is slick conditions out here. If you don't have all-wheel drive, you definitely need to stay off the roads if you don't have to go out. It's very slick. Again, in Spartanburg yesterday, we had a sleet. We also had snow. Those are piled up. That's what we're dealing with this morning. And as you can see, although it is passable, it is drivable, we're in an all-wheel drive, it is still very, very slick. You can still see the snow on the roads out here this morning. And by mid-morning, afternoon time frame is when we're going to start to see those temperatures above freezing in the upstate. In western North Carolina, you're going to really kind of struggle to get into those 30s for today. But they have been working on the roads, and we continue to see on the side roads is where we're seeing some of those slickest conditions. Very slick also on 29 right now. So definitely stay inside today because again, a lot of slick spots out there. We're still dealing with patches of ice and it's some areas it's very, very hard to get around. If we were in an all-wheel drive, there would have been multiple times we've been stuck. We've seen multiple cars being stuck on the sides of the road. So again, the conditions still not good. I know we talked to a traffic officer from well, Jason did, our photographer from the Greer Police Department. He had mentioned it's going to take a couple days for them to get this, and also the temperatures above freezing. The sun will help a tad bit as well. So we'll continue to keep you updated all morning long. I'm 7 weather meteorologist Jackie Brown, broadcasting live in Spartanburg.
Thanks, Jackie. Let's check the latest power outages from the Duke Energy website. There are about 7,000 in the upstate. Most are south of Fountain Inn, and in Oconee County, there are around 7,000 outages in western North Carolina.
And Lawrence Electric Cooperative says more than 1,000 of its customers are without power. That's right now. The company, says high winds, falling trees, snow and ice are to blame here. Crews have been working since yesterday, and an additional 100 electric workers from cooperatives in Alabama and Louisiana are assisting. Utilities officials across South Carolina are reporting nearly 34,000 outages. That was as of 5:30 this morning.
Our team coverage continues following the winter storm. 7 News' Henry Coburn is live in downtown Greenville. Good morning, Henry.
Good morning, Fred. Still a cold morning here in downtown Greenville in the 30s. Feels like the 20s with the wind chill. It is a morning to bundle up and stay indoors if you can, but if you have to head outdoors, of course, like our team has been telling you all morning long, do so cautiously. If you come to downtown Greenville, you're going to notice that Main Street is pretty much empty, and that's for good reason. Check out this sign right here. They're actually clearing the street from ice and snow. We've seen crews go through here all morning long. So from College Street all the way down to Pendleton, you're not allowed to park on Main Street until noon today. But if you do have to come down to downtown Greenville, don't fear, there is parking. Greenville Police tells us that all of the parking garages are offering free parking today, so there is going to be a good place for you to park your car if you do have to come to the downtown, and now that you can't park on Main Street until noon. Now, if you do head out on the highways, once again, officials are urging you to be very, very cautious. We've been talking with Highway Patrol the past couple days. They say the best thing that you can do to protect yourself and other drivers out there on the roads is to go slowly. Mind your speed, maybe go below the speed limit as needed. And that's not just for the interstate, that's also especially for the back roads, many of which are still icy and snowy. And another big concern is, of course, going to be the black ice out there on the roads, which looks invisible, looks like normal blacktop road, but then you hit it and you find out, nope, that's actually ice. So definitely something to be cautious about this morning. Final word of advice, I guess, is wear layers. I'm wearing 3 or 4 layers right now. Definitely not enough. Pack those gloves, pack those extra socks, and stay warm out there this morning. I'll go ahead and send it back to you, but for now we're live in downtown Greenville. Henry Coburn, 7 News.
All great advice. Thanks, Henry. And all Spartanburg Regional outpatient services will be closed today. This is because of winter weather. The hospital system's immediate care centers will reopen at noon, and all Bon Secours locations will open at 1 this afternoon. You can get the latest weather and road conditions anytime you want. It's with our 7 Weather and 7 News apps. Those are free. Just search WSPA in your app store or the Google Play Store. We also have updates at WSPA.com.
All right, 7:08. What will help? Sunshine will help, and we're still about 30 minutes away from sunrise on this cold Monday morning. We have 30s in the upstate, 20s in western North Carolina. Most of us are at or below freezing, meaning that snow on the ground is sticking around throughout the morning hours. This is our live look over the Clemson campus. Beautiful shot here from the field, Bowman Field, and what we're going to see throughout the day. Clear skies in the upstate, a little snow shower activity in western North Carolina, but the story for us will be temperatures finally climbing above freezing. By midday, we should be in the mid-30s, on our way to highs closer to 40 in the upstate. Still cold, but warm enough that we should still see a little bit of melting west in North Carolina. Unfortunately, temperatures staying mainly in the 20s today. Very little melting is expected. But when we come back, we'll be taking a look at the rest of the week's weather and what you can expect to see. As we head to break, though, we take a live look over downtown Anderson. 7 News will continue after this break.